if we took the quarterback position off every team, okay, and it was just the rest of the roster, no quarterbacks, just the Niners have the best roster, and I don't think it's close. Top to bottom, offense and defense in the NFL, they are
That's tough,
stacked.
dude. The Eagles,
They're stacked.
The Eagles right now.
But let's go over it.
Hey, you. Welcome to Mad Sports. Let's get started. All right. So it's been a second. So week 13 overreactions starts with, I know you'll like this one.
Probably won't
Actually,
like it. Okay.
the Bengals will be the most dangerous team in the NFL playoff field.
The most
The most dangerous team in the playoff field.
dangerous and does it expound on dangerous and what way?
Burrow is now the first quarterback to beat Mahomes 3 straight times. They have Chase back from injury. They feel like they can beat anybody. Probably just like a swagger thing, like just because they're kind of
Their
rolling.
offensive line has improved a ton.
They still have to get in. Burrow is that guy.
He is.
He really is. I like Burrow a lot. I love seeing the after the game.
I love
I
Joe
don't-
Burrow.
I don't know.
No, I really love Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. I know he loves Joe Burrow.
Yeah, like it's a love.
Even when he
like
beats Mahomes.
it hurts a little bit, but like I wouldn't rather lose anybody else. You know.
Yeah.
I am on record. So I think him and Josh Allen are. I actually
Joe
right
Burrow?
now I'm taking Burrow over Allen.
I think I like to think about. I don't know why I'm like this. I like to think a lot ahead in the future. I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of their careers Burrow is like top 3
He's already
of
been-
this generation.
He's already been to a
quarterbacks.
Super Bowl with a not really good team.
I was talking to somebody yesterday just about like the next generation of quarterbacks that we get to watch.
Unreal.
It's like insane. It's insane.
How crazy,
You're
like-
Lamar, you're Patrick, you're
Think about
Josh
how-
Allen, you're Joe Burrow.
Justin Herbert.
Think about
Oh
how
my
long
gosh.
Tom Brady,
even
Drew
Kyler Murray,
Brees.
like he's kind of struggling right now, but he's different. Like he's different. Russell Wilson,
How long has Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady been playing?
22 years.
20
We
years.
could be watching these guys till we're 40.
52
On.
for me. If they play for 22
yeah.
years, 22 more
That's
years.
wild. I'm not mad about it
22 more years.
Hypothetically speaking, obviously they're not actually going to play for 22 more years, but somebody like Justin Fields could play for 22 more years, right? What I'm saying is that
Even
I could
Justin
be,
Fields.
I
Like,
could be,
even those guys, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence,
Right.
like
they're going to be retiring when I'm 50, right? If they play as long as Aaron,
That's
you're gonna have
exciting.
3 or
That's
4
exciting, man. I'm
that last
stoked.
that long. No, obviously not all of them will, but
so.
it's going to be interesting to see how many reach like a Ben Roethlisberger peak, and even though they drop drastically, they're still considered.
Yeah, but
great,
Ben
like-
Ben played for forever. Philip
No, I
Rivers
know,
played
but
for
I'm
forever.
saying that
Peyton Manning,
Matt
Drew
Ben
Ryan.
Brees.
Roethlisberger
Like
was on top of
Matt
the world.
Ryan's still going. Tannehill is older. Like he's still going.
Well, people look at like Derek Carr, right? Dude's 33 years old.
Yeah.
Gino is old, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like 30.
It's crazy.
But still, like in other sport, not baseball, in basketball, you're done. 30
Unless
years
you're
old,
LeBron.
33, you're done. Yeah,
Unless you're putting $1 million into your body
yeah,
every day.
totally. Yeah, I think to answer it, I do think it's a little bit of an overreaction. There's too many good teams. Vikings are scary. Eagles are scary.
Did they say the most dangerous team or a dangerous team?
The most.
The most dangerous team in the NFL playoff field. If they make it in,
They could be
Joe
a
Mixon
disrupting
comes
force.
back.
Yeah, I
They just have that confidence and that swagger that like
think it also helps that they
you're-
were there last
you're
year.
in trouble. Yeah, it does. But like we always talk about it. Like the most dangerous team is the team that's hot.
Yeah.
And right now they're hot. Like right now they're feeling that. Like they're on a high right
Would you
now.
say they're better than the Jets?
Oh yeah,
Remember that conversation we had?
I do.
All right.
Yeah, but things change.
I know they do. I will say this: I without
Hey, Mike White though.
hey,
They don't have film on him.
Yeah,
Hey.
you son of a bitch.
it's kind of true,
No, it's not.
They
he
have
played
film on
last
him now.
season.
right? But did he? He didn't play nearly as good last week as the week before. Watch him be trash this week.
That's okay.
Who are they playing?
They're playing. They're playing the
Bills.
yeah. But a
It's a
Bills
wrap.
without no. There's
Bills don't have Von Miller.
That's true. That's
and
I'm
if
actually
I'm
really
not
surprised. I know
mistaken,
Von
didn't
Miller
the-
is great,
Didn't
but
the Jets beat the Bills?
Yeah, I think so. Yes,
No,
earlier this season,
I thought it was Dolphins. It was Dolphins for sure, but I don't know.
You got to look
Jets
it up.
beat them.
They did.
Yeah.
You got it on the.
November 6th.
Hey, look,
Recently, a lot
look.
more recently than I thought.
I'm not. I like the Jets.
With Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson's trash.
Yeah, he's not good right now.
I hope. I don't know that the Jets will. I hope he gets one more shot to try to prove himself. But if he plays like he did, he's just going to fall into that.
I think it's a
backup range.
combination of his attitude too.
Yeah.
His attitude
Like
is
he didn't
horrible.
do well, and then he has a crappy attitude. Like, oh, it's not my fault.
So
Like,
this
what?
guy I was talking to yesterday, apparently, he read some report that immediately after that interview where he said, "No, I don't." What did he say? Should your defense,
know.
or did you let your defense down? He's like, "No." Right.
Excuse
That
me?
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 points.
Yeah. So apparently, immediately after that, like there was a report that like as he was walking down,
He's like,
his dad got on the phone with him, was like, "You effed up. Like you just effed up. Why would you say that?" Like he kind of gave it to him a little bit and was like, "Why would you do that?"
if his dad has a relationship with him that way, he should be able to tell his mom get off social media.
Yeah.
Like if that's their dynamic, that's cool. But then she should be off social
I
media.
think that if Mike White plays good this week again, I don't know if Zach Wilson will play for the Jets again. Like I don't think.
But
he'll
here's
play
the
another
problem:
snap.
like the Jets keep doing that though. Like they just go on to the next bigger, better.
I wonder.
Zach
How,
just is. He's just like you said, a combination. But he's not playing good football.
No.
He can be good. He's just playing horribly. Like he's just not playing smart football. I don't know. Like
I think what's hard too.
Mike White isn't as athletic as he is, but
I think what's hard too is like it's such a game of like. It's a little brutal if you think about it. Like, okay, you go to make a play, you miss a throw, a little 5-yard throw. Well, now it's 3rd and long instead of 3rd and short or
Yeah.
whatever. And it like football's kind of like everyone talks about how the Bengals beat the Chiefs 3 times, right? Last 3 times in a row. Like, yeah, but it's a field goal game every time. If Travis Kelce doesn't fumble, the Chiefs win.
yeah,
So it like, and we could say what ifs all we want.
there's so many.
But
games
it's
that are
there's
what
so
ifs.
many things like, and football it's so watched that it's everything is like really scrutinized. Like Zach Wilson, if there's a miscommunication on a route and he throws a pick and it was actually the receiver's fault, no one cares.
No
You're
one
the
cares.
quarterback.
Yeah.
You threw a pick, like, and it's super magnified. So
My
I think
dad
you'll get one more shot. I do.
And like I said, I think I hope he gets another shot. What again? Because the Jets, they're, the way they do things, he's probably done with the Jets. But I hope he gets a shot somewhere. Maybe come to the
The
Rams.
only thing is like
and try it out.
I always look at this.
kidding.
Where's their money? Where's the money at?
Y-
They're
yeah,
invested
You've talked
in
about
him.
that.
Like at the end of the day, they're invested in him. That's why I was like when Carolina, and he was just trash, but they traded for Baker and like who's going to start week 1? They just went and traded for Baker. It's like saying with the Rams, like who's going to start this next week? Like Baker. They just got him off waivers like for a reason, you know.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to really see it through with Zach because if not, like Mike White is not the answer in terms of
Long term.
potential long term.
No.
Zach has that potential that I think they're holding out hope for, but
My dad always says that COVID was the best thing that happened to Zach Wilson.
I don't think he's
And-
wrong.
No,
What?
he's right.
Oh no!
Yeah.
The more his story has progressed, the more I'm like, yeah.
Because he shot up draft boards. Ohio State played 6 games that year, and it was all like it was just.
So.
It's kind of a weird year.
Kind
That's
of a
a
bummer because I mean, obviously,
That's a good
you know,
point for your dad.
A little off topic for a second. I want you to have a real conversation with me.
Okay, I always do.
A real
man.
conversation.
I always do.
Do you think? Because now I am not the only one that says this. ESPN, Stephen A. has said this.
Stephen A. is
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like
Alright.
it's now being recognized by other people that actually know more about stuff. Okay.
Stephen A. doesn't
just
know
because
a
they
lot
talk
about football.
louder doesn't mean they know more.
Is there a team in the NFL that Tyler Huntley could go start for and make them a better team?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's really because of injury, in my opinion. Like he could go make the Niners better because they're gonna start.
But is there a team that has
Brock
like
Purdy.
3 quarterbacks right now that you would still say I probably would, just based off of like
The
last
Rams?
week he played really well and had a game-winning drive and got it done.
well, he didn't play really well. He had a game-winning drive.
he didn't play bad though. He didn't play horribly.
I feel like he
Yeah.
played pretty average.
But he won the
played
game.
better.
He
Yeah,
won the
exactly.
game.
He
I'll
won
give him.
the game.
Yeah, he won the game.
So the
I was
Steelers,
surpri- I
like this
I thought he
is
was gonna
Stephen
play
A.
better.
mentioned the Steelers because he's a Steelers fan.
Yeah,
But I was thinking
he
about it.
likes
I'm like,
the Packers.
but yeah, but he
Likes the
he
Steelers
said
also.
my Steelers.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
want him playing for my Steelers.
Okay.
He could go to the Rams.
Yeah.
The Rams need like if Matt Stafford retires,
Again, he's not Lamar. We're not going to say that he should be starting over
No.
Lamar. That's crazy. But there are teams that have quarterbacks playing for them right now, no injuries, that he's probably better than right
I
now,
think
or
what's-
has more.
What's hard for a lot of these backups, and in Huntley is the same way. It's just different. They're limited. So he's not limited with mobility, but the throws he can make, I think,
But
is more limited.
More limited, but
Brock
he
Purdy.
still can throw. He can
Well,
throw.
every dude in the NFL could throw. Like all these quarterbacks could throw.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm not like sold on that. I'm not anti. It's just like, dude, if he was that good, like, why aren't teams trading for him? Why aren't teams trying to?
Yeah. Because
You know what I
he
mean?
plays behind Lamar.
Like,
Like he doesn't get as many chances.
I know,
as-
but you had enough sample size last year that these teams should have traded for him. He played. Why did the Falcons go get Mariota instead of Huntley? Mariota's older too.
Yeah.
Why would you not go get Huntley?
facts.
You know what I mean? So I'm not anti Huntley. Like hope,
We'll see
hope
what
he does
happens,
well.
because he'll be playing at least this week, if not a couple more.
I hope he does well. It's just I'm like I'm never quick to like anoint these dudes after 1 week or 2 weeks or
Right.
3 weeks. Like, and it's like, okay, you see the whole season, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's Brady versus Rodgers, and it's Mahomes versus Allen. Like at the end of the day, like
Yeah.
that's what it looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the most part. So, but I'm not anti Huntley. I'm just
All right. This next one. The San Francisco 49ers are done because of the Jimmy Garoppolo injury. It says because of the Jimmy Garoppolo's injury.
okay.
Honestly, they
I don't think so.
no.
I don't think so either.
Here's the thing.
They don't have film on Brock Purdy.
Okay,
So
that's true. Hey, you guys, that's facts. Hey, you guys remember Jeremy Lin?
Yes.
When Jeremy Lin popped off and was like, "Who is this guy?"
This is the argument
Did not-
every time. Hey, Jeremy Lin?
No, I've never brought up Jeremy Lin.
Yes,
before.
you
I
have.
remember when he popped up. I was my dad was
He
making
just
me
said he
work
never
out.
brought up Jeremy Lin.
No,
I think
He
I
brought
brought
him
him up
up.
once.
No, you brought him up our last episode.
I think
I just
brought
thought
him
about
up.
that right now. I did the last episode. No, I did not. My whole point is, people, hey, they flash a little bit, then all of a sudden it's like, all right. Like, so to me,
And some people are Tom Brady.
yeah, to me, you got to do it for more than
3 years.
yeah.
We know all your talking trash.
Hey, I'm just saying for me to be like, all right, let's give him money. That's my guy. Blake Bortles. You guys remember Blake Bortles? He has one good run. They're like, here you go. Here's all this money. And then
Same with
he's retired.
kind of like Drew Lock a little bit.
Drew Lock, Nick Foles. Like there's a lot of dudes that
That-
fit that category. So it's like for me, it's like, what's the rush? Like do it again, or do it. You know, win me.
Who are we talking about right
Foles did, but
49ers and Purdy.
what I was
Did anybody say that? Why did that get brought up?
What?
What we're talking about? Like do it for a long time and then.
Well, because I mean, the whole reason is a quarterback.
oh,
So-
he said they don't have film on Purdy.
Oh,
right.
true.
That's right.
Yeah, look,
Well,
here's
listen, I think based on the very small sample size that we saw of Brock Purdy, if he plays that way, I think that's good enough to give them a shot. Right?
yeah.
Like, with all the weapons that there are, with the defense that they have, like I was listening to, I think it was Emmanuel Lacho or whatever his name is, which I
Yeah.
actually
I
find him really
cannot
obnoxious.
stand
I don't like him.
listening to him. The way he talks, his lisp,
Yeah.
just watching him talk and watch, like, he's so matter of fact about everything.
I don't
he
like
says.
him, but what he said about this.
Do you know
I mean,
who we're talking about?
Yeah.
I don't like him, but he did make a good point where, or no, it was somebody else on that panel that he had. Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't doing a ton. It was like 190
No, he never has.
yards.
He never has.
It was like 190 yards rushing on average and 115 yards passing, right? So it's not like Jimmy G was the difference maker. So Brock Purdy just kind of keeps doing what he was doing, what Jimmy G was doing, which is possible for, especially for Mr. Irrelevant. Then I think they still have a shot.
I will say this, okay, and you could run this back as many times as you need to. If we took the quarterback position off every team, okay, and it was just the rest of the roster, no quarterbacks, just the Niners have the best roster, and I don't think it's close. Top to bottom, offense and defense in the NFL, they are
That's tough,
stacked.
dude. The Eagles,
They're stacked.
the Eagles right now.
But let's go over it. Okay? A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Okay? Debo and Ayuk.
Eagles are better.
49ers.
Eagles are
I
better.
think you could say it's about a wash.
I would pick 49ers. On that.
Eagles
you would pick 49ers
Out of
after
those
watching
two,
what?
Debo and Ayuk. Look, I don't think it, but regardless,
just that pair.
regardless, it's
We're the
not
Bengals even.
okay. Tight end. Would you rather have Kittle or Goddard? Kittle.
Goddard is
Goddard.
great. I love him on my
He's-
fantasy.
you're
team,
joking.
But
He's a better tight end right now.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he gets more fantasy points. Kittle's the best blocking tight end in the NFL.
Okay.
Kittle's way better. He's a Pro Bowler. Goddard's never been a Pro Bowler.
Okay.
Running back. You taking McCaffrey or Sanders?
McCaffrey.
Yeah. Okay. Defensive line. Dude, Nick Bosa is a freaking monster, right? Okay. Fred Warner. I'm telling you, Niners are stacked. Their roster's pretty stacked.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not. They have arguably the best roster in the NFL. I agree with that.
I don't think it's
They're
super
just-
close.
I think it's close. I think there's a couple of teams that it's probably close.
Because you have like, okay, Eagles, but defensively the Eagles aren't, they're nothing special.
They're pretty good. Their defense is pretty good. It's above
Eagles
average.
defense.
Yeah.
Name two starters.
I don't have to name two starters.
Name one.
Their cornerback. He's a
Cornerback.
their DB, their cornerback. That's what
Every team has a DB.
I know.
What's his name?
I'm
They're not that good. They're not. Hey, I'm not saying they suck. I'm just saying they're nothing to write home about. His name's Darius Slay. That's who you're thinking of.
yeah.
You don't know. You don't know who you're talking about. Hey, my point is they're all right.
They
they're-
got the best offensive line in the
Their offensive line's great, and they've been able to run the ball. Jalen Hurts has done well, and
but we're taking him out.
yeah. I'm just saying.
I get
like,
what you're saying. I get what
because Brock Purdy's a quarterback, so it's like, can Brock Purdy do enough with that roster? Yeah,
Hopefully.
And you look at the division right now; it's garbage. Worst division in football.
Do you
By
think
far.
we would have
Maybe.
a?
by far.
Let's say that Brock Purdy didn't screw up enough to. Let's say Jimmy G stays in and they would have made it to the Super Bowl, and they still make it to the Super Bowl with Brock Purdy. Do you think we have another Nick Foles situation where they make a stupid choice?
No. Trey Lance is gonna come back. Like the only
they-
reason he's not
what-
playing is because he's hurt.
You even look at Brock Purdy, and this sounds mean, but he doesn't even look like a dude. You know what I mean? Like he just looks small, and he just did, like kind of
You know
unassuming,
who looked,
and
you know
just
like
somebody who looked
like
really unathletic? though?
Wolford,
yeah,
You know who looked really unathletic when they started?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
dude. I know
You mother effer. You're the one that said to not compare the dude
No,
to
no,
Tom
no, no,
Brady,
no.
and now you're freaking.
No.
You've done it twice.
You have one.
First of
You've
all,
done it twice.
First of all, both of them have been jokes because it's.
Well,
I
come
think
up with some funny jokes.
Second of all, no, I do not think any comparison to.
But
Tom
to be
Brady is
fair,
valid
okay.
right now.
Speaking of Brady, you brought up Zappy. Well, where's Zappy at? Where's Cooper Rush at? Where are all these dudes at? They go right back to
I
being
brought up
backup.
Zappy.
I know. No. In
We
the
were
past,
talking about
in
it
the past.
before.
Other episodes where you talked about, hey, Brady, you're right. Same situation, but Brady did a ton to get the starting job and still almost didn't get it. Like, led them to the playoffs and led them to a Super Bowl.